Hi, I'm Katie McClelland of De La Soul Yoga Studios, and this is a video tutorial on a seated bind called Marichyasana A. So I'll sit with my left leg extended, and I draw my right foot in. So I've got my right foot pointing directly forwards. It's parallel with my left thigh. And notice how I have about a hand's width of space here between my inner thigh and my foot. So one of the biggest mistakes people make when they attempt this pose is they have their foot too close to their thigh, so there's no room for their body, their upper body, to come between their legs and into the bind. So I've got this foot, there's a generous amount of space here. I'm also pulling the heel back quite a bit so that this right hip is lifting a little bit. Okay, so keep that in mind too. You're gonna have all your weight over onto this left hip. I start with an inhale to reach the right arm up. And then as I exhale, I really enjoy stopping at this midway point and just giving my upper body some space and stretching this hip flexor a little bit as well. So I'm pulling the right shoulder and right rib cage forward and down a little bit. I'll take some breaths and just enjoy this feeling of spaciousness through the right ribs. To take the pose a little bit further, and this is only if you want to, you squeeze the leg in towards the side of the body. And now I'm going to internally rotate this right arm. So just move this block out of the way so you can see. So I'm going to roll the shoulder forward, okay? And then to get the bind, I don't want to go around the widest part of my body, my hips and my bottom. I want to go higher up towards my waist or my shoulder blades. And that's going to ensure that I have a better chance of grabbing my fingers, or eventually this right hand grabs hold of the left wrist. Now, with the right arm, I pull this right leg back. I squeeze my arms towards each other like I'm trying to straighten them. And then I step into my right foot to bring my upper body over the left leg. So there's really a lot of action going on in this pose, a lot of effort, okay? So you can also just work the pose from this position. This is totally fine. You just want to try to take those shoulders back. Use the right arm to push the right shin back so the chest stays broad. And for those of you that have maybe tried an Ashtanga class, you're familiar with some of the fun transitions that you can take coming out of this pose. So I'll show you here. I'll hold on to the right calf and I put it over the shoulder. Maybe we'll do a tutorial on how to get the leg over the shoulder as well. And the hands come down, the hips lift, and as I start to bend my left leg, I straighten the right leg, and then I find that balance to tip my weight forward and kick the left leg back and right leg back. And then from there, I come into my vinyasa, and then I would jump through to then take Marichyasana on the left side. So that concludes my tutorial on the seated bound pose. Namaste.